Clark here at Killer Fun, your dose of killer Sudoku for the day. I've got displayed here a table, I guess, that I made from some of the information about the site dailykillersudoku.com. I'm a bit of a data geek, and this is from data up to the 29th of March. And I thought it was kind of interesting to take a look at the slowest, or the puzzles that took the longest, the slowest average solve time, and that's in minutes. And I didn't filter. It's all the puzzles, all the difficulties, all the types. And one thing that stands out to me is that 1,092 minutes is a long time to do a puzzle. And I'm pretty sure that's an error somehow, or somebody left their browser window open for several months, and then as it got averaged in, we ended up with an 18-hour average solve time, which it's got to be wrong. Mostly because I was able to solve that puzzle in, I think it was somewhere in the 20s, low 20s, 23 minutes or something like that. So clearly it's not that difficult a puzzle if I was able to solve it. I am definitely not your champion type killer Sudoku solver. But we'll get to that. We'll talk a little bit more about my abilities and later. But I think it's interesting. Even 164 minutes is fairly long. So puzzle 6040 must be a doozy. Greater than difficulty 10 killer Sudoku. I noticed that there's also 3 puzzles from the 17,000 range in the top 10 there. And yeah, interesting. But what I did notice, or what this prompted me to do, is take a look at the opposite, the fastest average solve time. And what I came up with is a pretty boring table, because the average solve time for the top 10 was all 4 minutes. In fact, the top 21 puzzles were 4 minutes, which got me thinking, like, why? Why so many, or why so fast? For me, 4 minutes is a really fast time. So I pulled some more numbers, and here's a spreadsheet that I made of, I guess, average solve time of 4 minutes through 9 minutes. And you'll notice that took us down quite a bit. Here I am paging down 500, 600, 700, all the way down to 1,193. So there's a lot of puzzles that are solved pretty quickly. Like I said, I don't have that skill, so I'd love to find out how these puzzle solvers do it. Here are some of my times. I've solved all these 4-minute puzzles and didn't come close. Mostly 3 times, sometimes 5 times or more the length of time. So if you are a really excellent solver and you solve very quickly, man, can you make some videos of what you're doing? I would love to see what you do, because clearly something that I'm doing when I'm solving makes it longer, or I'm not seeing things, and I certainly need to, I would like to improve my solving ability and solving speed. I think if you were to narrate the solving process, it would extend your time. So maybe solve quickly and then overdub, pause when you explain things. I don't know. I'd love to see a great video. Or if you just do it, and I'm happy to attempt to do the editing for you if you would talk your way through it. I'm also not necessarily a great editor, but working on that. Anyway, so I hope you find this interesting, that there's, these average solve times of 4 minutes. I suspect that it's either an error or someone's gaming the system. They're looking at the solution and just typing it in as fast as they can, or having someone read it. They type it in as they have it read to them. Because if I'm getting, for example, on this first puzzle, 18,144, if I'm getting 13, for there to be an average solve of 4, and I don't know how many solves 1,844 18,144 has, but it's in the thousands, and if there's, say, 113s, you're going to have, well, a lot of solve times sub 4 minutes to compensate for all of us that solve it in 13 minutes. So anyway, if you can solve it in 4 minutes or less than 4 minutes, because there has to be some of those to offset, let me make a video. I'd love to see it. Anyway, that's all for this video. I'm going to make a deal with anybody who wants a copy of this spreadsheet. I'll take out my solve times and make a copy that I can share, that you could make a copy of yourself. This is a Google Sheet, and I can share a link, and I will, but I want you to subscribe to my channel in return. Easy trade. So thanks again for watching Killer Fun. I'm Clark, and I hope you're enjoying the channel. Thank you.